What gift from Christmas are you still actually loving and using? My wife and I are separating and sharing custody of our daughter. The kiddo bought me a cheesy sign for Christmas that says home is wherever I'm with you. I put it up in the new place before anything else right by the front door, and when I leave for work I see it. I feel better about how shitty everything is. I'm difficult to shop for because I always buy myself exactly what I want all year round. One year, my sister bought me a magnetic dish, for small screws and such, and a set of ramps for my car. That dish has saved me from losing so many screws. The walls in my room have a steel fold on the corners, so the dish hangs perfectly on them. It's literally never out of reach. I thought about getting the ramps myself, but I always preferred using jack stands when I did my oil changes. Now I just drive my car up and get to work. Game changer. My other sister always buys me neckties. Every NY party, I'm always looking extra fresh. I love my sisters. My mother knit a pair of mittens for me which has a pattern that spells cold as fuck. 'Cause Norway is cold as fuck, I use them almost every day. I keep getting a lot of compliments when I use them. Can she knit me a pair? She knits for all family members if they request something. Sue, if you want to be my boyfriend or girlfriend, she'll gladly knit whatever you want. Please, I'm lonely. It's from this past Christmas, but I don't see myself ever not using it. My little brother passed 2 years ago, and my mom took his old shirts and made a blanket out of it. It's a very simple gift, but my favorite gift I've ever received. Kind of like getting a hug from him every night. Take care. I got a weighted blanket, 20 pounds. I've been sleeping with it every night, and really helps with anxiety. I fall asleep and stay asleep all night long. I'm contemplating getting one, but how does it actually make a difference? What's the actual point of it? Got my girlfriend one for her birthday, and she loves it. No idea how it works, but it definitely makes a difference if you have anxiety or something of the like. My grandfather gave all of his grandchildren $1,500 after selling his house in the Philippines. I'm assuming it was his way giving us one last thing before he goes. I haven't had that much money before, so during Christmas, my heart sank. Maybe he just didn't see the point of waiting until he's gone. This way he can see our happiness. My parents are in excellent health and they prefer to give as they go rather than waiting until they're gone. I hope that's the case for your grandfather. My friend's grandma called it giving with the warm hand. A garlic crusher. In and on every food I make. Oh dude, I recommend every person interested in cooking to get a good garlic crusher. It's so easy to use and extracts more flavor from the garlic. Ours is so irritating to clean. We use it pretty regularly, but getting garlic out of the nooks and crannies is frustrating. Mine came with a little tool to clean it. I never use the tool though, because I crushed the garlic with the peel still on it. Then just pull up on the remains that are inside the press and everything separates cleanly. Rinse and done. My wife got me an air fryer. It makes chicken wings really well. I use it just about every week. Cordless DeWalt drill. Will happily use until it dies. Then charge it up and go again. A set of Kolinsky paint brushes. They are expensive brushes, but I am noticing already just how superior they are. Oh my gosh, when I was in art school my instructor loaned me a Kolinsky sable brush for a watercolor I was doing and it was so amazing. I use decent mid-grade brushes, I even have some pretty high-end ones. But the really good ones that I can't afford are noticeably better. I have a nasty metal allergy, so I don't wear much jewelry. My husband got me gold earrings and I've been able to wear them all day without pain, and it's really nice. It's gonna sound boring, but my partner's parents bought us some tea, coffee, sugar canisters that match our kitchen and I love them so much. We only moved into the house last March, and I've been meaning to get some canisters since then, but never got around to it. These are probably better than any I'd have found. My mom commissioned these personalized cat figurines. They are painted to match the 3 cats that we have. One of them even has a missing paw just like my cat Nemo. They're really something that I think I'll treasure forever and was a perfect gift. Not using that $1,000 in my bank. Loving it though. Cast iron pan. Slowly seasoning it. Can't wait to make some steaks and use it on the grill. I love my cast iron and use it so much. I've built up a fantastic seasoning, so it's basically non-stick. I was so excited when someone at work told me how much they love cast iron too, but started cringing as soon as she followed up with, "I love that you can scrub it with steel wool to get stuff off because you can't ruin it." My boyfriend got me a book on how to make hats for cats. I love the book and him. My cats, on the other hand, have been having a lovely time biting the shit out of my hand. My boy got me Red Dead Redemption 2. He's 11 and bought it with his own money, so that's already pretty special. I find I'm spending a lot of spare time just riding to a beautiful part of the world, watching a waterfall, an eagle flying, or going fishing. It's an incredible stress reliever. My family went pretty broke for Christmas. Mom was laid off and her last day was 12/31. Dad's been on stamps for a few years now. I'm paycheck to paycheck, and my sisters are in HS and dorming in college. It was pretty sparse for us. But I got face soap I desperately needed from one sister, a 6-pack of EOS from Costco from the other sister, pajama pants that I'm wearing RN from Mom, and Dad's gift card went to a nice dinner for my girlfriend and I, so we didn't feel as poor as we are. When I was 10 years old, we also had Christmas in our family when my parents had no money at all. My mother gathered us all together and told us that there was no money for expensive presents, but she didn't want to leave us with no presents at all, so she bought each of us a small toy. I got a little plastic giraffe on strings. I don't know why, but I remember this particular Christmas as the most magical and happy one. I kept this giraffe on my desk for many years as a remembrance of it. My late grandmother gave me a Timberland beanie for Christmas when I was in grade 11, 15 years ago. Sitting here and wearing it as I type this. My little sister knitted me a blanket a few years ago. I still sleep with it every night. My partner worked his ass off doing overtime on weekends the last few months, and I thought he was just trying to get a bit of extra moolah. But turns out he bought me a new DSLR to replace my 10-year-old one that was more or less dead, had a huge amount of use, plenty of knocks, some water damage from various shoots going, interestingly, and I love it. The sensor is so much better than the old one, and I feel like I've been given new freedom. I try and walk most days for 5-10 minutes, health issues, and I take my camera with me now. It's incredibly liberating to be able to walk locally with the intent on finding something beautiful or interesting to capture. Really makes you look at the world differently. It's also meant I'm trying to organize photoshoots with people again. I have massive anxiety issues due to OCD and am unable to travel far because of my physical health, so I can get very isolated and paranoid. Having an excuse to see people and having that crutch of holding the camera there to push me outside my comfort zone is just priceless. I'm so appreciative and thankful, and I really hope I can make him proud with the progress I make after not having shot for a year. My marriage. We got married in the backyard on Christmas night. I still love him, and he's very useful. My bread maker. I've wanted one for years and my boyfriend got me one. I use it all the time. Additionally, I've just about doubled my workouts, so life evens out. I spend a lot of time cooking and fishing, hunting, cleaning animals and fish, but I have always had shitty knives. Well, my mom and dad saved up and got me a dual-core Yanajaba 10.5-inch chef's knife for the in-house cutting and a set of Bubba blades for cleaning fish. I've used both consistently since Christmas, and will always cherish my quality kitchen knife that my parents had no business spending money on. Seriously, sometimes I get home and open my cabinet, pick it up and admire it for a second. It's lovely. My beard kit. I've grown a beard in the past but never took proper care of it. In October, I decided to grow a proper beard and let it get long and not shave it off like I usually do, but still had no idea there was a way to properly care for it. I was using my hair shampoo on it, and my face was itchy all the time. My wife did some research and bought me a full kit for Christmas. Now, my favorite part of the day, besides getting home from work, is brushing my beard in the morning with my boar bristle brush. And thanks to the beard oil, my face hasn't been itchy since Christmas. We got an air fryer for the house. I don't think I've ever been as excited and interested in a piece of kitchen hardware. I'm literally throwing whatever I can into the thing and air frying it, and it's basically a life-changing experience. I used to microwave pizza rolls because I didn't want to spend half an hour putting them in the oven. But now I throw a handful into the air fryer basket and cook for 8 minutes and boom, the crispiest, tastiest pizza rolls I've ever had. It also cooks even the cheapest of frozen grocery store chicken nuggets, and makes them taste better than most fast food nuggets. Basically, anything I'd previously put in the microwave and be disappointed by, I can put in the air fryer and actually have an awesome experience. I haven't used the microwave since before Christmas. I even put hot dogs in the air fryer instead of the microwave. For some reason, I didn't have a good pair of sweatpants for ages, so I'd kinda have nothing in between pajamas and jeans. Asked for one for Christmas, and it's great on the weekends and in the evening. My in-laws got us a security camera so we can watch our pupper when we are away. Was hopeful to catch Doggy in his mysterious habits, but instead I'm experiencing the constant joy of checking the camera and watching him sleep for 8 to 12 hours a day. My Nana has a history of giving practical gifts that I kind of side-eyed at the time but learned to love and use every day. Once as a teenager I made an offhand comment one day about my bedroom being cold. So for Christmas she got me a space heater. I had to do the forced gratefulness smile when I opened it. I was a teenager. I was hoping for music or electronics or other such things. But when I plugged it in that first night, and it warmed up the whole damn room, the first thing I did the next day was call Nana to tell her and thank her. I still have and use that space heater almost 20 years later, and I periodically make sure she knows that. Similar stories for the collapsible laundry bag and the memory foam mattress topper. Kind of side-eyed at the time, but my lord, they have been godsends over the years. This year she gave me a vibrating lumbar support pillow, and I gave her the most enthusiastic thank you I could think of and immediately slipped it behind my back while the rest of the family opened presents. I know better now than I did when I was younger. I'll be getting good use out of her present for years to come. What gift from Christmas are you still actually using? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.